Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. We've all been showing up here and hanging out together for a little while every week for over 9 years now. This is a great place to stay connected to others who are on a similar healing path as you are. Everyone's at a different place, and everyone's journey is different. The one thing we all have in common is that we need to stabilize our nervous system. We need to regulate our emotions, create and maintain healthy boundaries, cultivate safe relationships, and we need to know what all of that looks like. So we get together here every week and we say hi to one another and we check in with one another and we participate in reparative, restorative, relational experiences with a group of our peers that are on a similar healing path. Very special thank you to our Blue Wrench crew, our moderators who keep the chat stream safe and troll-free for the most part. My name is Athena. This channel is sponsored by the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. It's an honor to be healing right beside you. I'm on a healing journey just like you are. I don't have it all figured out, and I will usually be the first person to point out that I don't have it all figured out, especially when it comes to figuring out how to be in a place of emotional regulation at all times. I'm definitely not perfect. No one here is perfect. I'm a work in progress and doing my very best to establish and maintain healthy boundaries, cultivate safe relationships, and stay in a place of emotional regulation with a stabilized nervous system. It's an honor to be here with you. A very warm welcome to you, John Harvey. Hello, warm welcome to you, Craig. Hello, Gabi. Warm welcome to you. So glad to see you all. So what we've been doing here the last year or year and a half is we've been doing a meditation on Monday nights. And then we've also been doing an affirmation, and we've sort of woven in a healing strategy. So our meditation is with Morgan Harper Nichols, the artwork that you see up on the screen right now. One of my most favorite artists, authors, poets, creators, creatives. One of my most favorite. Her free resource, Morgan Harper Nichols' free resource that she sends out every Sunday, has been a staple, has been a mainstay in my trauma recovery toolbox for the last several years, since before I started the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. So, and then we have our affirmation with Lisa A. Romano, and we have our healing strategy with Dr. Ariel Schwartz. And then, of course, we have multiple honorable mentions with Dr. Ramani Durvasula, the late Angie Atkinson, and, of course, Richard Grannon. He's always a crowd fave, one of my favorite humans. I absolutely adore him and his style and his irreverent humor and his movie references, and he basically has a back door to my brain. Like when he talks, I listen. I don't know if it's some sort of voodoo hypnosis. I really don't care. I've learned a lot about my brain and my body and my trauma responses, and we talk a lot about Pete Walker, Peter Levine, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. We talk a lot about trauma-sensitive yoga. We talk a lot about different teachers and philosophies, and we're all here healing together, and it's such an honor to be here with you. Warm welcome to you, Jennifer. Always so good to see you. Thank you. I did have a good weekend. I'm going to share a win with you really quick. I don't normally ever do this. It's been a long time. But I I did some things that I'm super proud of. I met up for brunch with a girlfriend of mine that I met, and that was really fun. I also attended a dinner with some friends of my cousin's neighbors, and I also attended a St. Patrick's Day annual gathering with a very dear friend of mine that I've known like more than half my life. One of my son's best friends, entire family. I got together with. I did all these things just in the past week since I've seen you, and um, it's a lot of peopling for this introverted girl right here. And I gotta tell you, I did really, really well. I didn't cancel. I wasn't late. I did all the things that I really wanted to do. And for those of you who are healing complex trauma, which is why you're here, you know that sometimes overstimulation and too much peopling and a lot of responsibilities and battling overwhelm and just being overstimulated by a lot of human interaction in general can be really, really just a lot. So I'm celebrating those wins, and I maintained some very healthy boundaries that I needed to maintain, and also have really nurtured the connection I have with my son, and got some really cute, adorable grandbaby photos and videos, and yeah, so I've had a really good week, and one of the best weeks I've had in a really long time. So I'm celebrating that. I practice really good self-care, and I also practice really good human connection. And sometimes those two do not go hand in hand, not with me. Thank you so much, Gabi. I appreciate you celebrating that with me. Oh, hello, Herbert. It is so wonderful to meet you. Herbert says, "Hi, Athena. I'm new and glad to be with you." So glad that you are with us tonight. Hello, Ninja Taco. Great to see you, recovery buddy. Lance, what's up? I love that you're checking in. I love it. I love it. It's always so great to see your happy avatar waving at me. And you can't see me, but I am waving back at you, Lance. Hello, Kate. Hello, hello. Kate says, "Oh my gosh, this is the best birthday present I could ever ask for. I live in Australia and never get to catch any lives. So excited." Kate, I'm so glad that you're here. All of my friends and colleagues in Australia, they don't say, "How are you doing?" They say, "How are you going?" How's it, or they don't say, yeah, "How are you going?" So I want to know, Kate, how are you going? Oh, hello, recovery buddy. So good to see you. Did I say it right? How are you going? I think that's how they say it. That's what my colleagues and my friends in Australia say. So I will prepare our meditation. And what we do to prepare for our meditation, if anyone wants to comment in the chat box or in the comment section, that the content will start around 9.5 minutes to 10 minutes after. It would be really, really helpful, because I know that some people who are here for the very first time are like, "What's wrong with these people? They talk for the first 10 minutes." But this is what we do. We check in with one another. We participate in safe community, and it is so wonderful to see everyone's smiling faces and to have the honor and the gift of saying hello to you. Hello, Sandra. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Nina. Hello, Mandy J and Little J. I'm going to take some deep breaths, and we will have our meditation. I haven't been able to see the chat box for a little bit. I won't be able to see the chat box until after our readings. So if you do not hear from me, that is why. My computer is being interesting right now. Just checking if you all can hear me. Can you all hear me? Because sometimes the audio isn't working very well. And remember a few weeks ago, it was not working at all. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm just going to go forward. I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. So I'm going to take some deep breaths to prepare for our meditation with Morgan Harper Nichols. And I'm going to warmly welcome you to participate with me. You are welcome to take some deep breaths with me. We're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. And we're going to do that 3 times. Okay? Again. Last time. Morgan says, the work you do matters, even when it is hard to see. And this is also true. The work you do is only one part of your life. Even if you merely exist, your presence matters. This doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything with your life, but it does mean that on your off days and if you're in your off seasons, the value of your life itself has not changed. Whether you feel accomplished in your work right now or not, your presence still matters. You still have value. And you can still be present with love, joy, and grace in meaningful ways. And it may not seem like these things matter in the day-to-day, but I promise you, they are in the heart of it all. I promise you, it's those glorious hidden things that actually bring about transformation in our lives and in those around us. So hold on to the glorious and beyond the physical, and let that be the place where you begin to remember who you are. Let your heart pursue hope. Let your mind pursue peace. Let it be the place where you are reminded that this is where I find home. Saying, this is where I begin to discover and rediscover what I am worth. Even in the best case scenario, if everyone were singing your praises, or you were at the height of your career, or everything in your personal life was exactly where you wanted it to be, none of these things would mean more than embodying love. None of these things would have more value than being the one who simply chooses to wear a posture of empathy and peace in your community and within yourself. Remember who you are by remembering what matters most. Remember who you are by constantly reminding yourself you are more than your appearance. You are more than your work. You are more than the role you play. You are more than what others have said you are. You are more than what you have said about yourself. You are more. You simply are. And you will continue to encounter grace at every place on the journey. I love Morgan. She always seems to just get right to the heart of the matter. It's just amazing to me, truly. How are you all doing? Hello, Angela. Hello to anyone else I didn't greet by name. The chat box moves kind of fast. Yes, I love her. Gabi says, I love Morgan. She sees all the things. She really does. She really sees it. She really gets it. And as someone who is healing from a lot of religious trauma and just religious abuse, evangelical religious abuse, I would go as far to say cult abuse, spiritual abuse, as someone who has been horrifically traumatized by the church and just spirituality and God and just people and oh my gosh, just the church in general. As someone who is healing and yet is still searching for a way to embody and welcome and consider the spiritual aspects of my healing journey, something about the way Morgan Harper Nichols has chosen to communicate about grace and love and hope and light, it just speaks to my soul. And I've been able to heal in ways that I never thought possible. I still struggle to talk about anything faith-based, anything religious, anything regarding spirituality or anything about the spiritual aspects of my healing journey. It's the hardest thing ever. But for some reason, Morgan Harper Nichols has ministered to my soul, and it's really something I'm very grateful for. It brings me to tears almost every week, and there's some deep pain there. I've lost everything. I lost everything and everyone. And it's really nice to feel a soothing voice in that realm. So highly recommend Morgan Harper Nichols if you are healing from anything religious, cult, spiritual abuse, any type of abuse, institutional religious abuse. I would highly recommend. She has a website called storyteller.co. She sends out free daily notifications to your phone only if you sign up for it. Otherwise, it's one free email a week. And I've been receiving it now for several years, and it's never been more than one email a week ever. So I hope you don't, I hope you're not afraid that you'll get all of a sudden a whole slew of emails, because she's so honoring and respecting of your inbox. So, oh my goodness, Angela says, I have some good news. I'm finally moving out. No way. Angela, we've been hoping for this. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My whole heart just leapt with joy. Oh, that is just a huge win, Angela. Oh my goodness. Your healing journey is about to, every single moment that you have shown up for yourself over the past several years is about to really just make itself known in your healing journey. You will feel every ounce of healing that you've been participating in to the depths of your soul. It is amazing. I'm so happy for you, Angela. I couldn't be more pleased. Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Hello, Jeffrey Sherman. I was wondering where you were, my dear. It is so good to see you as always. Hello, Sandra. Oh, Morgan Harper Nichols. Or you can just look up storyteller.co. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you. Yeah. It's been a long journey. It's been super painful. I've lost everything and everyone. So it's interesting how you find out who your friends actually are when you get rid of the abuse and the toxicity in your life. It's just so interesting, right? Yes, the journey is long, Angela. I'm so proud of you. Oh, you are so welcome, Angela. Oh my goodness. I'm so very grateful. So very grateful. My hand is on my heart, Angela. I'm holding you so dear and so close, and I'm so grateful that you are going to experience safety and peace. And please be gentle with yourself, because you might have some struggles. Like you might feel lonely, or like you're going to get in trouble, or you might have withdrawals. But please just know that we're all here beside you. Okay? Kate says, I'm at the start of my healing journey, and it is quite intense. Is it normal to feel this way? I find that I'm questioning everything, and I don't know what to do or who to talk to. Absolutely, that is normal, Kate. Absolutely, yes. 100% yes. We have a great community away from social media, actually. Here, let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if it'll let me. Let me see if it'll still work. Hold on. Nope. You can go to cptsdfoundation.org, Kate, and there's a button somewhere on the website where it says Safe Support Groups. And that's where a lot of us meet up every day in between the Mondays. So otherwise, we're here every Monday and it's free. But if you'd like to connect with some other like-minded individuals so you can feel less alone, we're definitely not crisis support. So, oh, I'm sorry, Sandra. Yeah, I don't know. It's cptsdfoundation.org. So, oh, if you're talking about Morgan Harper Nichols, you can just Google it. Google Morgan Harper Nichols. You'll find her. So we're going to move on to our affirmation with Lisa A. Romano. And Angela, once again, I see you, and I love you so much, and I'm so grateful that you're going to be safe. My heart is just so happy, so overjoyed. So here we go. As survivors of complex trauma, this is Lisa A. Romano speaking. We oftentimes struggle with boatloads of guilt because in many cases we felt like we could never be enough for our caretakers, family, friends, or lovers. We oftentimes internalized those negative feelings and assumed guilt we never deserved. We would feel guilty for not being able to keep the people in our lives happy. Today, I commit myself to being self-aware that my greatest responsibility in this life is to my own self. My worth is not found in how well I am able to keep other people happy. My worth is a given. It always was. Today, I will look guilt in the face and let it go. Nothing is more important today than that I feel good about my inner being and my healing journey. That's a big one, you guys. That's a big one. I love how Lisa validates that we assumed the guilt that we never deserved. We assumed the guilt we never deserved. We felt guilty for not being able to keep the people in our lives happy. And I love this declaration of freedom right here. Today, I commit myself to being aware that my greatest responsibility in this life is to my own self. My worth is not found in how well I am able to keep other people happy. My worth is a given. It always was. Today I will look guilt in the face and let it go. Nothing is more important today than that I feel good about my inner being and about my healing journey. Yeah. So that is from the book by Lisa A. Romano titled Loving the Self Affirmations. And she also has an app. It's a free app and it's called Loving the Self. And it sends you little daily reminders for free onto your phone. It's just like a message that pops up. Morgan Harper Nichols has something very similar as well. So I hope you all will take advantage. I love sharing the resources that I use to heal my complex trauma so that you can heal yours. Oh, John Harvey. Oh, you're amazing. John Harvey says, my journey started with you, Athena. I'm still here with you. I'm so grateful that you're still here, John Harvey. So very grateful for you. So very grateful for your journey. So grateful for your journey. Thank you for being here. I truly value you and appreciate you, each and every one of you. Yeah. So lastly, we have our healing strategy with Dr. Ariel Schwartz. So the last couple weeks, we have been on the healing strategy of mindfulness of the here and now. So here, if you walk away with nothing from this call, please walk away with this. We have our healing strategy for mindfulness of the here and now. This healing strategy involves mentally acknowledging that you are safe. However, it is important to ensure that you are indeed safe. If you are currently living in a threatening environment, you need to realize that the feeling of fear is essential for your self-protection. And the first thing to focus on is getting safe. But if you are suffering from anxiety related to the past, and you are currently in a safe situation, you can use this strategy to engage your senses so that you can let go of unnecessary fear. You do not need to practice all of these steps or do them in any specific order. Experiment and discover what works best for you. So a couple weeks ago, we were invited to take a look around and notice details in our space. Are there any visual cues that can serve as reminders that you are safe now? Is there any item, such as a plant or a piece of artwork, that you find pleasant? Notice how it feels to move your head and your eyes as you look around your space. Then last week, we were invited to engage the sense of sound. So the first one is engaging our sense of sight. The healing strategy is mindfulness of the here and now, utilizing our sense of sight. And now we're going to talk about our sense of sound or hearing. Dr. Ariel Schwartz invites us. She says, say to yourself soothing words such as, I am safe now, or I am okay. Speak these words out loud in a gentle and loving tone. Notice how it feels to hear your voice, speaking with kindness. I am safe now. I am okay. And then now, this week, we're invited to bring one hand over to the opposite arm. Notice how it feels to gently touch your arm with your hand. Notice the feel of your skin under your palm. Notice the warmth of your palm against your arm. Repeat this practice on the opposite arm. Bring your hand over to the opposite arm. Notice how it feels to gently touch your arm with your hand. Notice the feel of your skin under your palm. Notice the warmth of your palm against your arm. Repeat this practice on the opposite arm. And I guess you can go back and forth and you can continue to do that if you'd like. So next week we have the sense of taste, and then I'm not sure what the following one is. Oh, it's the sense of smell. So just as a recap, we're focused on the healing strategy with Dr. Ariel Schwartz, and it's a healing strategy of mindfulness of the here and now. And we engaged our senses, our sense of sight, sound, and touch. And Dr. Ariel Schwartz says, there are many additional ways to use your senses to increase your mindfulness of the here and now. For example, you might listen to a soothing piece of music, or you could hold a rock in your hand, noticing its texture or temperature. You can get creative with this process. Most importantly, if any sensory experience is upsetting to you, you can switch to another sensory exploration until you experience a feeling of ease in body and mind. Yeah. I'm so grateful. So grateful for our healing journey, you guys. How are you doing? I just want to check on you in the chat box. Oh, thank you, Gabi. Thank you. I feel the love. Sandra says, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the resources. Please tell me the app again. Sure. Morgan Harper Nichols' app in the App Store is called Storyteller, and it's free. And she has a subscription, but I don't pay for it, so make sure you don't do the paid version unless you want to. And then Lisa A. Romano's app is called Loving the Self. So the first one is called Storyteller, and the second one is Loving the Self. And then this last resource that I just read from is a book by Dr. Ariel Schwartz, and it's titled A Practical Guide to Complex... I'm getting ready to lead my next group. It's titled A Practical Guide to Complex PTSD, Compassionate Strategies to Begin Healing from Childhood Trauma. And that's by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. I love her. And if you're just beginning your healing journey, I think, Kate, I think you said you're just beginning your journey. I'm not sure. But Pete Walker has a great book called Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving. And that was a really good book, foundationally speaking. It gave me language to describe what it was that I was healing from and what I didn't understand and didn't know. And you know, it's really nice. Like, it's nice to know that you're not alone. It's nice to have language and words. It's so validating, you know? I just felt so alone when I started my journey, and there was nothing. Like, I would, take a bus to the library to check out a book, because I remember I had gotten in a car accident and my car was in the shop, and when my son was, my son was at school at the time, and I remember taking a bus to the library to check out books to try to heal from all these things that I that I didn't that I didn't even know I needed. There weren't even words for what it was I was looking for. So I'm just so grateful now. Fast forward, 20 some years, and now it's all at our fingertips. So tons of free resources. So yeah. So definitely, if you're gonna go on and do any of the apps like Morgan Harper Nichols app or Lisa A. Romano's app, make sure you double check, and you know, there's a free version of the app. There's always a free version, I believe, and then I only have the free version of both. I don't have the paid version, because it can get quite expensive if you start doing a lot of apps. So, but they've been integral parts of my healing journey. So there are tons of free resources. There's no need for you to, if you're just going to be reading and listening and not, involved in something where it's like, interactive, absolutely. Just, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of articles on the foundation website. It's all free. And, it's CPTSDfoundation.org. Oh, Jeffrey Sherman says Trauma Recovery University. I think I remember that. No, that was actually, that was back in like 2014 and 15. But everything is the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research now. So, but good, that's a good memory. Yeah, Trauma Recovery University was 2014 and 15. And I think leading in even to the beginning of 2016. So, oh, Mandy J and Little J. Lisa A. Romano also has a YouTube page. Yes. Yes, absolutely she does. I think it's called, oh no, that's her coaching program. I was going to say, I think it's called 12-Week Breakthrough. But I think her YouTube, I partner with her channel. I think it's just called Lisa A. Romano Breakthrough Life Coach. She's amazing. She has been like a mentor to me. Like she's really, really, really just done the work, and I've learned so much from her. So, but yeah, I'm so glad that you all got a chance to be here, and a very warm hello to anyone that I didn't get a chance to say hi to. And it's really just so wonderful, It's really so wonderful to be here with all of you. Special thank you to Ninja Taco and John Harvey, and it's just such an honor to heal with you all. So thank you for being in my life and for allowing me to be in yours. And I look forward to seeing you right here next Monday and every Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, or over in the community, cptsdfoundation.org. Click on community, and I look forward to, that's where we are between the Mondays. So, yeah, it's just so wonderful to see you. Thank you all. I'll see you soon. Please be extra kind and extra gentle and extra patient with yourself, because you're worth it. And I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.